The postseason is in full swing. After months of hard work, sweat, and tears, one of these teams will advance to the regional tournament, and one of them will have to start preparing for next season. Tonight, we have a matchup between two top 10 teams as the number 10 ranked Sulphur Springs Wildcats look to seek revenge against the number 6 ranked Vikings of Dallas Pinkston. Who will have the upper hand? Will Coach Shaver and his squad reach a new height, or will the Vikings punch their ticket to the regional tournament? Thank y'all so much for joining us here tonight. If you've been hanging out with us all season, welcome back. If this is your first time with us, I'm Tyler Lennon. I'm joined, as always, by my partner, Grayson McClure. Grayson, what's going on, man?
Dude, listen, man, I've been struggling with allergies all week.
We're gonna power through.
But I think basketball has cured it, dude.
Absolutely.
I have no allergies anymore.
All right, man, we got to start in the same place we start every single time. We've said this 1,000 times, it feels like, but this is the round. It feels like, obviously the playoffs is always a big deal, no matter where you're at, no matter who you're playing against. But it feels like after that area round, going into the regional quarterfinal, it's a whole new ballgame, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this is, obviously we've had some first two rounds were tougher battles, and I think we would
especially that first round. And, the last round, even though they end up winning the game by 12, it was a three-point game with, 2-3 minutes left.
It did not feel like that. So, but I think it was good for us. I think it was one of those things where, okay, all right, we got to get our head on straight. And, this isn't going to be easy. Third round is always tough. I think every high school coach knows that in the state of Texas. Every player knows that. And this is Dallas Pinkston. We've already lost to this team once, so we can't look ahead this game. Yeah,
I 100% agree. Obviously, there's a ton that we're going to be getting into. I mean, that's why we do these long pregame shows, because there is a ton to talk about. And we're also going to be telling you about some of our sponsors along the way. Before we do get started, I want to say, one, we're going to be telling you about every single one of them in detail tonight, but we cannot thank y'all enough. It's been an incredible season so far. Hopefully, it continues, but we wouldn't have been able to do any of this if it weren't for our sponsors. So we genuinely, from the bottom of our hearts, appreciate every single one of y'all. Before we start looking at tonight's matchup too much, I do kind of want to go back and look at these first two rounds. It was kind of a tale of two completely different games, in my opinion. In the Lindell game, you had your chance to put it away and didn't. You were up by 8 points with 2 minutes, and you end up winning that game by 1. They had the ball. They had the ball on the final possession, a chance to win the game, maybe even drew a foul that didn't get called.
Yeah.
But then in the Wilmer Hutchins game, completely opposite. It looks like you're going to blow that and then completely flip that switch and say, no, we are not losing this game.
Yeah, there was a few times in there. I'm sure you thought this as well, but I thought, okay, we're about to let them come back,
right?
And because they started,
you and I went to a commercial break with 2 or 3 minutes left, and we just looked at each other like, this is your moment. Either put it away or you're not going to the next round. And they did. They answered back, and I thought that was, not that it's my place to say this, but I think that was the most proud I've been of them this year in that moment, putting that game away the way they did.
I got to say one thing before we keep this is going back to first round. Because we're talking about both rounds. I think, Shaver, I appreciate Coach Shaver because I feel I'm very honest, and I think he has taken my criticisms very well. I think I've asked him about some things.
Coach Shaver does a ton of things really, really well, but that's, I think, more so than we could ever ask for.
Right.
He does. And don't get me wrong, we say a ton of positive things about him, but the few times we have the criticisms, I mean, he never seems to, not only does he not seem to take it personally, but I can't tell you how many times he'll respond with, no, you're right, and answer for it.
And I think with, I do sometimes criticize some certain things that he does or the coach staff will do, but I think that's every basketball team. But the one thing I think Coach Shaver's best at is timeouts. I think he's best at timeouts. And I think the first round, we didn't talk about this, but I was thinking about it the other day. Cordrick Turner gets a tech, right? And he still kept kind of mouthing. I don't really know if it was to the air, to the ref, to another player.
I think originally it was just to himself. And Cordrick is a player who I think because he has such a high standard for himself, when he does talk to himself a good bit, I've noticed.
Right, and when he got that tech, usually coaches will just sub that player out. Shaver, in his mind, says, okay, I need Cordrick right now.
Right.
We have to play Cordrick. He keeps mouthing, so he calls a timeout instead. I've never really seen coaches do that. Usually they just sub the player out and then they get him cooled off. He calls a timeout. So I was thinking we didn't really talk about that. I think because it was kind of chaotic in the moment, so I think that was really good. But also we congratulated him last game. Obviously, you can see it on the screen here.
100th
Coach Shaver,
career victory.
100 wins.
That is awesome.
It is awesome.
And I believe he now, with the Wildcats alone, has a postseason record of like 4-1 or 5-1. I mean, that's very impressive. And I know that doesn't sound crazy, but like you even look at like, let's say, an NFL head coach's playoff record. I mean, you can only lose once every year.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So the more wins you have, I mean, that's a great postseason record.
And he hasn't been a head coach for that long.
It would be 5-1 now, right? 3 last year, or no? I guess 4
last year.
2 last year, 2 this year so far. So a chance to go 5-1 after tonight.
And he hasn't been a head coach too long either. So I think that's
very quickly getting to 100.
And the big thing is, we talked about it last game, and this is kind of the person Shaver is. Like he immediately just credits the players. He didn't say one word about himself, not about how much hard work he's put in or anything like that. He gives all the credit to these players, and I think that's very respectable as a head coach.
Oh, absolutely. Again, we're going to start telling you about some of our sponsors here in just a minute. For anyone that isn't aware, obviously tip-off is 7 o'clock tonight. So we still got a little while. I want to start. We obviously pulled up a graphic for Coach Shaver already. But let's go ahead and start looking at some of these players. And obviously I think the place to start is who you were talking about a second ago, Cordrick Turner. It's been an incredible season for him. We knew it was going to be. But the playoff numbers right now, just 2 games, of course, but averaging 19.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.5 blocks, I think 1.5 steals even.
Yes.
He has been every bit the player that we talk about.
Yeah, and he's been so efficient, right? He's barely missing any shots. He's knocking down his shots on the free throw line. We talked about how I predicted he was going to average 20 through 2 games. Didn't quite do that, but he does have a chance to do it through 3 games. And the thing with Cordrick is the last time we interviewed him during the regular season, he did state, I haven't really seen any competition in a while because the district, we didn't really play any bigs. And Cordrick, you could see that he didn't really feel as motivated to just kind of go out there and dominate, which is good, I think, for all the other players. So these last 2 games, seeing him, display his skill and display his talent, I mean, he looks so much more skilled than he did last season. And seeing that put on display these past couple games where it is a competition and it has been tougher for Cordrick to get buckets, but he still makes it look easy. And I think that is a testament because last season, we had Justin Hare, who is a very skilled big, right? He's playing D2 basketball. And
D1.
go with him in a conference tournament.
DBU's with D1.
Is it D1?
I know it is in baseball. Maybe it is in basketball, but either way.
But so we didn't really get to see Cordrick be like the lead post playmaker. Now he's that lead playmaker, period, right?
Yeah.
We try to get the ball into his hands every single possession. And being able to see his skill, his skill.
Yeah, I mean, again, like you're saying, I don't have it written down on the graphic as you see, but 2.5 assists in the postseason alone, and we saw a lot more of that in the regular season. He definitely does a little bit of all of it. I mean, he's really stepped into his role.
Number 5.
Yes, ma'am. Anyway, up next we've got another man who's just been playing incredible throughout the all year. Again, a great year. But Parker Wisenhunt averaging 15.5 points, 5 boards, 2.5 steals per game. He's another one of those players that it feels like when you need him to step up most, that's exactly what he's done.
Yeah, man. Parker, him and Cordrick got off to, really, they were our 2 main scorers last game. So when you have a guy like Parker who's able to do that and, go out and score, because Cordrick at some point they start taking away Cordrick. They've done it every single game. So when they're able to take away Cordrick has been able to get on the hot starts in these playoff games. Well, at some point they start trying to help the helper and try to really deny Cordrick. So when they start denying Cordrick, Parker's done a great job at reading that, getting to the rim at will. He's taking smart shots. Man, he's just been incredible to watch, and he keeps getting better. 5 rebounds a game, 2.5 steals is insane, and I think that's what makes him such an exciting player to watch, is because he's constantly trying to go for those deflections and tip it out to the cross half court and then get out in transition and go get a dunk, go get a tough and one, so on and so forth.
Absolutely. Grayson, before we continue any further, I want to go ahead and start telling the people about some of our sponsors, if that's cool with you. Obviously, the people that are responsible for the pregame show, and that is our friends at Discount Wheel and Tire. Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs offers a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. And I also want to tell you about our friends over at iFocus. Here at Chad's Media, we want to make sure that you get to see all of the action, and so do our friends at iFocus Vision Care. They provide the highest quality of optometry care as well as a full range of optometry services. iFocus is also very accommodating as they accept a number of insurance plans. Give them a call at 903-439-2020 or visit them at 1100 Mockingbird Lane. If you're looking to enhance your vision, call them today. Again, they offer a full range of optometry services. And now we'll continue with some of the stats like we were doing. And up next, we've started with a pair of seniors. Let's keep it rolling. Obviously, the point guard. Branson Lynn, so far through the postseason, 7.5 points, but he does have a team high in the plus-minus. And, of course, it's really hard to grade him from a statistical standpoint just because he was in a lot of foul trouble last game. Again, I don't think he scored. He only had 2 points last game, and they came with it was in the fourth quarter, and it was pretty late in the fourth quarter, I believe. You and I made the comment that, if you'd have told me coming into this game that Branson didn't score his first points until that moment, you would have thought, well, that's probably – not great.
Yeah, he went 0 for 5 last game and just couldn't get a shot to fall. The deeper you go into the playoffs, players like him, they're going to try to prevent you from shooting. And that's what he does best, is shoot the rock. So he obviously shot well over 40% from 3 during the regular season. This playoffs, he obviously hasn't been able to score like we were saying. Only 7 points. He's averaging 4 turnovers the game during the playoffs, which is very uncharacteristic of Branson.
He is someone who's done an incredible job of taking care of the ball throughout the regular season.
Yeah, but, like we mentioned, he has a team high in plus-minus, plus 6.5. And for those who don't really know what that is, that's basically saying when he's on the floor, you're winning by 6.5 points.
Yes, that is literally, it's just quite literally a point differential.
Yes.
Is all it is. So when you're on the floor, which I don't love that stat necessarily because the example I always give is, let's say I'm coming off the bench, I check in for the first time during a free throw.
Right.
The other team makes their free throw, and all of a sudden I'm a -1.
Yeah, right.
But I think especially over longer periods of time, it is, I think, a decent, you need a sample size. But I think once you have the sample size, I don't mind it as a stat.
And I also think that
we talk about it a ton. Yes. I don't like it probably as much as we talk about it, but
I think when they're close games, they are really important.
Yes,
so when
I
you
agree.
are plus 6.5, when you won a 1-point game and a 12-point game or whatever, I think it does resonate. And when you play as much minutes as he does, so he's been obviously he hasn't played to the level that he has wanted to, I'm sure, these past 2 games, but he's still being super effective, right? He's still playing winning basketball.
Something I'm very excited about. So, obviously, we have played Dallas Pinkston already, and Branson did not get to play during that game. He was injured and almost beat them without Branson, but, of course, this is a chance for him to get to play against them now.
Yes, and the thing about Dallas Pinkston is they have, a guy who could very well go to the league, right? He could very well go to the NBA.
Dink is one of the best players that we've ever – one of the best basketball players that I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's an incredible high school player, and so we played them when Dink Pate was active and Branson was not.
And he had an incredible night that night. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I believe it was 30-plus points.
Yeah, I believe it was like 38 points.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So I think right now, if you look at it, we barely lose that game. I think I would consider us the favorites.
In this one?
Yes, I think we have a slight favorite. And we're a slight favorite in this game because Branson was out. I think that changes a lot of things. But Dink Pate also, we are kind of confused because we've heard so many rumors.
Yeah, I have no idea.
In terms of we don't know if he's injured. We don't know if he's just perfectly fine. He didn't play last game. He barely played the first playoff game. He only played the first quarter. So we don't really know if he's even playing or not. We've heard he's fractured his foot. He's out 4 weeks. But we also heard, he's starting tonight.
Yeah, we're literally going to find out when they announce the starting lineups, I guess.
So if he's not playing, I think we're definitely the favorites. they're the 4th-ranked team in the state. Like, they're still an incredible team. They're still obviously. Last game they played Canton, and they were losing up until the 4th quarter, I believe. I know for sure at the halftime, but up until the 4th quarter, and they still ended up winning by 20.
Grayson, just so everyone can see, 15 and a half minutes left before we go ahead and get started for tonight. And, of course, if this is your first time hanging out with us, we feel the need to let you know, obviously, during the national anthem, kind of starting lineups, you and I will get out of the way. Then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night. Before we get into the rest of these stats, because I do want to look at Malachi and Colt Theophilides, but first, I want to tell you about our good friends over at Vinks Pest Control. Locally owned and operated, they are the go-to source for effective pest control. Give them a call for any of your pest control needs, residential or commercial. They also offer a 100% guarantee. If you're still seeing pests after treatment, they will come back at no cost to you. You can visit their website, vinkspestcontrol.com, or give them a call at 972-855-8469 to get a free quote today. And I also want to tell you about our good friends over at Bulkley Trucking. Based in Brashear, they have earned a reputation as a highly reliable, timely, and professional carrier, and you could be the next member of the Bulkley team. At Bulkley, it's about family. They guarantee weekly pay as well as flexible hours. They're also very accommodating. They offer training programs and CDL testing on site. Give them a call at 903-582-2305 or visit bulkleytrucking.com to see how you can apply today. So while we still got a few minutes here, going to remove the scoreboard. But you can see the fans are starting to pack in and everything. But looking back at the remainder of this starting lineup, a player that I have talked about just a ton, and you have as well, Malachi Miles. Last game, 8 points, 8 rebounds. And, again, that was with him being in foul trouble. So for him to have still had the numbers that he had, you and I keep saying it, we'll say it again, to have the big three and to still have a 4th player who can not only get you double-digit points, sometimes double-digit rebounds, but doesn't need the ball. He's just an incredible team player. And I think for any team trying to make a deep postseason run like this team is trying to do, a Malachi Miles is a must, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's a perfect 4th guy. He looks like a playoff team's 3rd, 2nd guy that you would be okay with having as your 2nd or 3rd guy. So last game was interesting because him and Branson, obviously, you mentioned, they got in foul trouble very early.
Which I feel like is uncharacteristic for both of them.
Both of them, yes. Yeah. Malachi and Branson barely foul, whereas Malachi stayed in the game just about the entire game. Shaver still trusted him, and, again, we didn't see him foul for a long time.
Right. Yeah, once he got into that situation, you and I kept trying to figure out, like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? And before you know it, the game's over, and he still only had 3 fouls, I believe. So I think both he and Branson, despite have gotten themselves kind of into that position, they're both very smart basketball players, and I think they understood once they were in that situation, you know what I mean, that you can't that you just couldn't foul again. So, again, incredible game from Malachi Miles last time, and it's always incredible from him. Last player I want to talk about, and we said this in the post-game interview with him, and we said it multiple times. I'm going to say it again. Senior Colt Theophilides, 8 points, shot 60% from the field. He took multiple charges. Between me and you and him, I've told everyone listening, I think that may have been the best basketball that I have seen him play.
Yeah, this is his best basketball game. And, after he had his injury, he was out a couple games, and he came back. He's been so much better.
Yes, he's been very, very good.
He's been turning over the ball less and less. He's only averaging under 2 turnovers a game now in the playoffs, which is a lot better than he was during the season, at least at the beginning of the season.
To me, he is currently exactly what you hoped he would be coming into this season. I think, before the season, you and I would talk, and anytime we were on here together, you're looking at expectations from each player, what their role is going to be, what you hope to see from them, and he's playing that role. Yeah. He's doing exactly that, 60% from the field, 8 points, take multiple charges. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, and he talked about last game when he interviewed him, and I mentioned, hey, at the beginning of the season, you had a rough start. It's obviously changed a lot, and what was that change exactly?
Right.
Was it you just buying into the role? What was it? And he said it's just confidence. It's confidence. My teammates, my coaches have confidence in me. I'm starting to hit shots. I'm starting to make the right decisions. And that's what he's doing. He's starting to play better basketball.
And you can see the confidence out there. You and I both acknowledged, you looked very confident that entire time. Still a little over 10 minutes until we get started tonight. And I want to take this opportunity to tell you about some people that are very close to us, very dear to us, and that is Alliance Bank. Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs, or give them a call, 903-885-2187. I also want to tell you about our friends. We see them a good bit in the office and everything, but that is Essential Business Solutions. Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere. Let Essential Business Solutions do all the IT work for you. For managed IT services, disaster recovery and backup solutions, new hardware, and other IT services as needed. Give them a call at 903-335-7581. Essential Business Solutions, they make technology accessible. And Grayson, I think while we do have just a quick second here, this feels like a good time to throw it to break for a second. You want to get a commercial in here?
Why not?
Why not? We'll be right back after this and for the pregame and everything.
Hey Wildcat Nation, my name's Rebecca McDaniel. You may already know me. I grew up in Hopkins County. I'm so excited to announce that I've joined the Alliance Bank team. Community banks are critical to hometowns, and our hometown is growing. As a community bank lender, I truly strive to know my customers' businesses. When I take on a relationship with a customer, we're a team, and from that point forward, it's my job to help them win. So give me a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. Let's win together.
We are live from Rockwall Heath again. For anyone just tuning in, thank you so much for joining us, whether it's on Front Porch News or Chad's Media. I'm Tyler Lennon, joined as always by Grayson McClure. We're getting close to tip-off. Feels like a good time to go ahead and throw up the scoreboard. 8.5 minutes left. Obviously, we've gotten to all the player stats. For anyone that joined us late, we can run through those very quickly one more time. Kind of looking at the starting lineup. Obviously, Cordrick Turner, been killing it lately. 19.5 points, 7.5 boards. You got Parker Wisenhunt, also 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 steals per game. I believe 2.5 or 3 assists as well, maybe. Just an incredible postseason so far. Branson Lynn leading the team in plus minus. Malachi Miles just been an absolute dog as always. And Cole Theophilides playing some of the best basketball we've ever seen. Grayson, is it time? We've talked about past games. We've looked at stats and everything. I guess let's start to look at tonight and how we see that one going.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for tonight?
Listen, I've been the guy, like we talked about this last game, I've been the guy that's gotten some flack because I'll choose the opposing team's right sometimes. Tonight I'm going Sulphur Springs. I have confidence in us. Last game I said I have confidence in us winning, but they got to prove me wrong in terms of I picked Wilmer Hutchins because I said they're in a position where they got to prove me wrong after round one.
And they did. They responded. They very much did. I'm going to take a page out of your book. Okay. Something that you said, I believe, during the Lindell game, which was you can't look ahead at Dallas Pinkston. You've got to look at this game here tonight. Yes. Or maybe that was during the Wilmer Hutchins game. Whenever
that's both.
Yeah. Usually I'm the one that's like, nah, I think they're focused. To me, man, you can't. The regional tournament is so close. If you win this one, you're probably going to play Faith Family, who's the #1 team in the state and one of the best basketball teams. I mean, they're ridiculous. So far, they've scored 100 points in each of their first 2 playoff games. But I'm kind of in that same spot. You cannot look ahead to that one. If you do look ahead to that one, you might not make it there. So I think you have to be 100% all the way tuned in. Got to talk to Coach Shaver before the game, and he very much is tuned in. He's very ready for this one. And even looking at him on the sideline, I mean, he just looks focused. But I do agree with you. I think as long as the focus is there, as long as this game is the only thing on your mind, I think the Wildcats win, and that's with or without Dink playing for Dallas Pinkston.
So do you have Dallas Pinkston or do you have Sulphur Springs?
I do have the Wildcats.
You do have the Wildcats?
Yes.
So you're just worried about the looking ahead factor?
Yes, but no, I do have the Wildcats, and we talked last time about Optimistic Tyler. Optimistic Tyler's back. It worked last time, so I think we're just going to keep Optimistic Tyler present for a little while.
Here's my thing. I'm 0-3 when I pick against Sulphur Springs, so maybe I should just have full confidence in Dallas Pinkston. But yeah, no, you're right. Looking ahead, it's so easy because, like you said, it's right there. Like we haven't been we've been to regionals once in school history, and Shaver has never been to regionals as far as I know.
Who was part of that team that went to
Keyston Willis, Xavier Courts, Daedrine Hall, Cameron Kahn, Jeremiah Rowland, Boo Wilkerson,
and
Kai Taylor,
and
Cedric Berry.
Okay. Grayson McClure.
No, but
was a part of that team.
Shaver, obviously Shaver won. They all want to taste it. You all want to taste regional. So it's so hard to think, man, we're right there. We're right there. But this game is so important. Like, it's such a tough
not to
atmosphere.
be cliche, but it's the biggest game.
Dude, and it's going to get
of
loud.
your season, of your life. It is going to get loud.
You can see behind
Yes, it's packed in here. You can see from
amazing.
this view over there. Look how packed it is, which is great. We like it that way. But
yeah, and so it's a different look. There's going to be some nerves. There's going to be a lot of pregame sweating. There's going to be but like you said, man, you just got to stay focused. You got to stay focused to the scout plan. Last game, I've been critical that we haven't really been scout specific throughout this season.
Although it felt like last game, yes, you and I had talked about that a number of times. That felt like the most scout specific we've ever seen this team.
Yeah,
Just 4:20 left before we get started for tonight's game, and I want to tell you about our good friends over at Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service. They're locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Call 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. And I want to thank every single one of y'all for hanging out with us tonight on the live stream. Another live stream you can catch is that of our friends at the Way Bible Church. They'll welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. You can also catch the live stream I was telling you about at 10:45 at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come find a place to belong at the Way Bible Church. All right, Grayson, just 3 minutes left. I mean, you can see it there on the scoreboard. What else do we need to get into before we get this game started?
Man, I just think I think you nailed it on the head. Just don't look ahead, because you're playing a guy like Dink Pate, where if you look ahead just a step forward, it gets dangerous. Like guys like that, they have the ability to, if you're down 20, they can immediately cut it down.
Well, I 100% agree with that. Again, not that I've seen a ton of NBA players in my life. I got to see Marcus Smart when he was in high school, Julius Randle when he was in high school, and a few others that played at really high-level D1. But I've only got to see him play once, obviously, when Sulphur Springs played at Dallas Pinkston earlier this season. But he is as good as any player I've ever seen in person in high school.
And these type of guys, like they turn it on. I watched Tyrese Maxey drop over 50 at the state tournament.
Did you watch him do that, or did? Oh, well,
I watched him do that.
He also played against you.
He played against us and dropped like 35 and a half. But
okay, well, real quick, I want to ask you that then. If Dink Pate is playing here tonight, you've played against that kind of player. Obviously, they've played against him once already. But what put us in the head of a player going against that level of talent, someone that's going to play high D1, maybe even in the NBA one day?
I think with high school basketball, it varies by roster, but I think with this roster, it was kind of like when we played Lancaster, we were playing against Mike Miles and Wade Taylor, who were very, very incredible. Our goal was like, hey, we'll lose, but we're going to lose to the other guys.
Right.
We're not losing to Mike Miles and Wade Taylor. And I think that we held the team to 32 points, who was averaging 75. So I think at this point, you're helping at all costs.
I 100% agree. You look at their next two leading scorers. I think Desmond Jones is next, and he's a sophomore, scored about 10 or 11 points per game. And then you have it pulled up for 1 second. But outside of Dink Pate and then those other two, yes, Desmond Jones, and then there's one more, Bryce Dixon, both around 9 points, 10 points per game. I mean, if that is the case, I think you just really have to, hey, y'all are beating us.
Right.
Not Dink Pate.
Let them beat you. Let them beat you. If one of them dropped 30, that's just one of those nights.
Right.
It's one of those nights, and they were just the one to win the game. So, tonight, let everybody else beat you. Do not let Dink Pate beat you, because if you're letting him score 30 and you're going into the fourth quarter and it's a tie ball game, You don't want to be in a tie ball game with a guy who's been scoring 30, 35 in the game already, a guy who's a potential NBA prospect. It's just tough to see them get hot. You don't want to see them get hot at all.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all see it on the clock. We are about to get started. We're going to go ahead and remove the scoreboard for just a minute. We are about to hear the national anthem, of course, as always, by the very wonderful, talented Megan Shaver. And, outside of that, Grayson and I are going to get out of the way so y'all can hear Miss Shaver do the national anthem. And then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night.
Welcome to tonight's game. At this time, would you please stand as we honor America's flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
And as always, the very talented Miss Megan Shaver always does a tremendous job with the national anthem. Hopefully not the last time we get to hear her sing it this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, I think you and I both have Silver Springs winning this game. So, and I think that's an unbiased prediction, at least on my part. I'm not afraid to not be biased.
Right,
So,
right. Wow, we've already got a packed
Ladies and
chat, it
gentlemen,
looks like.
welcome to tonight's game. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Their role is not like those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, the game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of the annual testing.
Ashley Shaver said in the comments, FYI, Coach hasn't even been in the family chat all day. Dude is locked.
We ask you as
That's funny.
to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials.
Yeah, that's funny.
you would
Have
extend
someone
any
tuning in from Southeast Tennessee. That's awesome.
Got somebody from Illinois as well.
This time,
Oh,
we
really?
will
Yeah,
introduce
he's watching with
starting
his
lineups
nephew.
for both teams.
Nice.
Starting with the visiting Dallas Pinkston High School. Your starters for tonight are number 0, Desmond Jones.
And there is Desmond Jones having a great season.
Number 3, Relvin Kelly. Number 10, Rashad Simpson. Number 11, Bryce Dixon.
Bryce Dixon as well. Only a freshman, I believe. He and Jones
number
are
12,
sophomores and
Jalen
freshmen.
Vine.
So there is the starting lineup for Dallas Pinkston. Obviously, the elephant in the room, I guess, would be that Dink Pate
No,
not
Pate, right.
suiting up. So. But now here are your lineups for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
Number 2, Branson Little. Number 5, Number 20, Parker Wisenhunt. And number 23,
Big man getting a nice round of applause.
Brandon Shaver, assisted by Jared Massacre, Jared Wilson, Tyreek.
All right, Grayson, it is that time. Thank you to every single one of you for tuning in, hanging out with us here on Front Porch News and Chad's Media. Before we get to the tip, I want to tell you about our good friends Marcy Gamble and Micah Sheedy over at Amatus Healthcare, both of which have over a decade of experience. Amatus specializes in after-surgery care or after hospitalization or a new diagnosis of chronic illness. They also offer skilled nursing as well as physical, occupational, and speech therapies, as well as medical, social work, and certified nurse aides. Grayson, it's that time, man.
Dude, it's game time, dude.
No place else I'd rather be, no one else I'd rather be doing it with him. And your Wildcats win the tip.
I'm hoping to see Branson get started kind of hot early.
Yeah, I am.
He needs
as well.
to knock his first one down.
Cordrick.
Oh.
And once again, Cordrick Turner will score first. I know he did that last game, and I think the Lindell game as well.
Yeah,
if
he
not,
usually scores
way,
first.
Way
Scores
more
first, it
often
seems
than
like,
not, yeah. Much more often than not.
All right, so this will be interesting because we haven't seen them play without Dink Pate.
Yeah, that's true.
Starting out as, it looks like a 1-2. Oh, a boxing a 1 right now.
Boxing one.
Almost like a 3-1 with Malachi playing man.
And there's a steal. Up to Branson. Branson saw Parker on the other side and just wasn't able to.
Gotta look backside. There it is.
Good pass. And it's a quick 4-0 lead for the Wildcats.
Great find by Cordrick Turner.
Cordrick with 2 points and an assist.
Now they're playing man.
I like that. Mix
looks
it
like,
up.
Yeah, so now it's like, I can't tell.
It might still be that boxing one or a 3. I can't tell.
I think it's a man with the guard switching everything. Malachi's.
Yeah, we've seen them run that before. And honestly, I want you to be running a defense that I can't tell what it is, you know?
Yeah.
No good. Cordrick with the board.
They look locked in, Tyler. They look
do.
locked in on the defensive end.
They very much do. Colt
Diafilides.
Diafilides, good
I
pass.
love the pass, though.
Parker for 3.
I love the shot.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will be
I want Diafilides
Pinkston.
to take that. I think
Yeah.
I do love the extra pass. We call that a hero pass. But
yeah, I'm
would've
kind of
take
torn
that.
between those two things because I would have liked to see Cole take those open threes, but at the same time, I think it wasn't as open as it looked like it was going to be. You make
Probably,
the extra pass. I'm cool with it either way. And again, like you said, it feels like a lot of intensity on the defensive end. A miss.
and that's what we can't do this game. We seemed to struggle with that last game with giving up those offensive rebounds and second chance points. That's what kept Wilma Hutchins in the game.
And now, trying to see, is Pinkston just in man? Yeah.
They're in man right now. They're staying everywhere. It looks like they're playing up. They're trying to.
Oh, got to help him out there. Okay. It's a save. Cordrick. Let's go. Let's go, big fella. He has either scored or assisted on each of the first 6 points to get us started here tonight.
He just finds a way.
He does.
He finds a way.
You know, that's exactly how they got the last, really, 2 games started. With Cordrick scoring or assisting on everything. Good closeout.
There's going to be a charge.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Good call.
That charge taken by Branson Lynn, I believe. So, a great start. It's a great first 3 minutes here of the game.
I didn't see what the call
It's
was
going to be
there.
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Oh, no, we're going to call a foul. on Branson Land. So I guess a moving screen on Branson. And Branson does look like it was on him.
So foul number 1 for the night would be on Branson.
We do have.
See Justin Hare in the building.
Yeah, I was about to say we have an SS legend.
4:20
I think
left.
he's a legend now.
6'2". He is a legend.
He's a legend.
Absolutely. Corner 3, no good. Branson coming up with a long rebound.
Great pass.
Cordrick.
Take it.
I think just lost control of it,
They
maybe.
did.
Yes, to answer your question, Justin Hare, very much a Sulphur Springs Wildcat legend. And off to a great start at in his college career.
It kind of just looks like Branson and Cole and Parker are in this zone at the top. It may be specific to Dallas Pinkston's offense.
Yeah, it might be.
Or the guards just kind of exchange.
Oh, good move down low.
Wow, great job by Bryce Dixon for Dallas Pinkston.
Yeah, and I think Dixon especially, without Dink Pate, I think.
Yeah. And there's a turnover by Branson.
And just like that, we got a tie ball game.
Again, very uncharacteristic of Branson to turn it over there.
Remind me, Jones is number
Jones is 0.
0. So 10 and 0, I think, are the
Doesn't
two
mean Jones is
you're really
0.
looking out for. And another steal.
turnover. Oh! Wow, a big dunk. Wow.
That's a huge dunk.
Dude, this gym has gotten loud already.
It is very loud.
That was a big play for them. 2 turnovers in a row. And
that's what you can't
That's a
do.
timeout.
That is what you cannot do in that situation. The momentum is fully on their side. Slow
it down.
You do not have to, yes.
Every team, I think their goal is to speed this Wildcat team up. When they're able to play slow, when Cordrick is able to take his time, when Branson's able to take his time to read defenses, that's when they're best.
I 100% agree. I understand feeling like, oh, no, we can't let this get away from us right now, but no good. But they get offensive rebound and the putback, 10-6. And I'm with you, man. I would be thinking about using that first timeout if it were me.
I would call a timeout for sure.
You were very much in control of this for the first few minutes. Tiff Lee is able to keep it in bound. Turner, good move.
Again, finds a way.
Cordrick has still scored or assisted on all 8 of the points so far. It's going to be the Wildcats' ball.
Now, I will say, I'm getting a little scared about, I think at some point, every game we've seen that we're trying to feed Cordrick early, and he gets a lot of first half points, and then usually in the second half they take them away. We cannot start forcing those post passes to Cordrick this game.
Who's questioning whether or not Justin Hare is a Wildcat legend? That's wild. Cole Theophilidis for 3. Get in there! Get in there! Cole Theophilidis continues to play the best basketball of his career so far. Malachi with the rebound.
Slow it down. Oh, no, he sees
Speed it up.
All right.
Clock to the goal. Now it's a 13-10 lead for the Wildcats. Parker up to 4 points. The assist to Malachi.
Way to turn the momentum back around. This is going to be a back and forth
this
game,
might be
Tyler.
a game of swings, man. Jones to Dixon. Oh, wow. No good. Branson with the rebound. We are already in the final minute of this first quarter. Branson for 3. Oh. But Theophilidis with the offensive rebound. Good pass.
Oh. They've gotten away with a foul.
Malachi comes up with it, though. Just slow down.
They're going to call a foul.
On 12.
Jalen Dean Vines.
Just 2 fouls apiece for these two teams so far. I mean, this game is flying by. There's 43 seconds left in the frame. I like this, dude. I'm taking my time. You don't have to hold out for the final shot or anything.
That's a good
And they're
shot.
not going to. Branson.
There it is.
Branson Lynn with his first 3 of the night. That makes the lead 16-10.
If I'm here, you take the last shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even though the momentum very much on Sulphur Springs' side, if you can get a bucket at the end of the quarter here, it's only a 4-point game.
Yeah, you don't want to make it possibly a 9-point
Right.
game.
Porter comes up with it. Parker. But Branson and the basket and the foul. Way to follow for Branson Lynn. Crowd loving that one. Free throw, no good. And that will do it for that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Wildcats leading 18-10. While we got a second, I want to tell you about our friends over at Chick-fil-A. Now that the holidays are over and New Year goals are in place, stop by Chick-fil-A for a healthy option that is still full of flavor. Delivery and catering available for all you hungry cats. You can order on the Chick-fil-A app and watch some Sulphur Springs Wildcat basketball without even having to leave your couch. Also want to tell you about our good friends over at D&B Loans, your hometown loan specialist and tax repair. Grayson, it's that time of the year. You're definitely going to need help with your taxes. They are the people to go to. On top of that, they also offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. They offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances from sofas to bedroom sets, mattress sets, and more. Grayson, you want to hit me with those stats real quick?
Cordrick starting off hot. 3 for 3 of shooting, 6 points. Parker Wisdom at 4 points, 1 assist. Malachi Miles scoreless, but he's got a couple rebounds and a couple assists as well. Then we also have Cole Theophilides with 3 points, 1 rebound and 1 assist. And Branson Lynn starting off a lot better than he has these last couple games. 5 points, 2 rebounds and assists on 2 of 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. So.
All right, ready for the second quarter of
Great
action.
first quarter for Sulphur Springs.
Absolutely. Yeah, it really felt like, things were maybe starting to get away from me for a second, and again, put an end to that.
Another turnover. Parker, just he never misses those.
Thank you to everyone telling us to fix the scoreboard.
Yeah, we apologize about that. Great defense. They're not letting him get into the paint.
And a travel. Feed right in.
Great pass.
Good pass. Oh! And it's going to be
It is a goaltend.
So Theophilides up to 5 points already. Again, dude, he is playing, I think, maybe the best basketball of his career right now. And if you could ever pick a time to play the best basketball of your career, I would say now would be the time.
Perfect timing.
It's exactly what you like to see from your seniors. It is now a double-digit lead for the Wildcats. Just a second ago, we're down by what, 1 or 2?
2, man.
Dixon or Jones, rather.
We're forcing bad shots. I think if you're Coach Shaver, you're satisfied with all the shots that Dallas Pinkston has taken.
Theophilides with the board there. Malachi finds.
Oh, I like the idea, though. I like the key.
Go up, big fella. Quadric Turner with 8 points already, and Dallas Pinkston going to use a much-needed timeout.
That's a 30-second timeout for Pinkston.
While they go to that, I want to tell you about our friends at J. Hodge Chevrolet, the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. Hurry on over and visit J. Hodge Chevrolet on Wildcat Way, where you can get a new Chevy Silverado 1500 for 2.99% APR for 60 months, or a $2,250 cash allowance on a new 2022 Chevy Silverado with a 2.7L engine. Select Chevy models at 2.99% APR for 60 months. Fine print applies. Call them at 903-307-2077 to see how they can put you in a new vehicle today. And Grayson, remember, man, don't overpay.
Go CJ.
Go CJ. 6:28 left in the first half, and your Wildcats have their biggest lead of the night at 22-12. I still can't entirely. This might be a 2-3 zone, yeah. Good move.
It's not a 2-3. It's a bad foul.
It is. Jones will go to the line for a pair.
It's not a 2-3. Because you have 3 guys at the top, and Malachi's just kind of roaming the baseline to baseline. So I guess Dallas Pinkston typically has a guy just roaming those corners.
Another Wildcat legend, this time in the comments, Keyston Willis. And Theo McKelvey checking in for Parker Wisenhunt. Is that our first sub of the night? I think it is, yeah. Gets that one to go, 22-12. And that Wildcat crowd is loud tonight.
Yeah, man, it's just like old time.
Good pass.
Good drive, good pass. That's just good basketball.
And the basket. Cordrick Turner continues to have an incredible postseason. Has yet to miss a shot. 10 points on 5 of 5 from the field, a pair of assists. And the free throw. 25-12, their new biggest lead of the night.
And another travel, man. This Sulphur Springs defense has been incredible tonight.
Feed into Branson.
This is going to go to Cordrick.
Cordrick's setting the screen.
I think it was it's designed. They're wanting to get it. That's right there, Tyler.
Yeah.
It was right there. It's going to be a charge. I will say that these refs love charges.
Oh, we got Joe Garcia in the comments with us. Looks like a matchup zone. Yeah, I said earlier in the night I thought
right.
maybe a matchup
like
zone.
I said, I think it's specific to their offense. Their guys just kind of rotate on the perimeter and see.
Oh, good pass. And the finish.
It's Bryce Dixon.
It's a great
with
feed.
6 points. Dallas Pinkston. Good defense.
Yeah, that is good defense.
The Jalen Dean Vines. And another dunk. Wow.
Man, his dunks are
Couple big dunks, man. I think if that was on the back of an 8-0 run,
right.
That's a different reaction.
It's flying by.
Keep moving it. See, they're letting the ball get too stagnant.
Pull up jumper.
I don't like that shot.
Diafilides almost comes up with it, but Pinkston chance to.
Wow. An offensive foul. Desmond and Jones.
I was not expecting that one.
Yeah, I was not either.
Just 4:01 left here in the first half. Man, this game's flying by. I mean, there just hasn't been a ton of stoppage, you know?
Yeah.
Theophilidis finds Cordrick.
The backside corner's right there. I think Cordrick's got to recognize, I think part of it is, he's hot, 5 for 5, 10 points, but if he's getting double teamed, this backside's going to be open just about every time, whether it's the corner or the wing, and he's a good enough passer to find it.
Oh, right into Cordrick Turner. Already with 13 points, the crowd loves it. (27-16).
Good steal by Theo McKelvey. He's smart. Oh! And it's going to be on Theophilidis. That's a tough call. I don't really know how that call ever works, with both of them going for the ball like that. Great hustle, though.
Crowd behind us very.
I do love Theo with this lineup against this team.
I do too.
There's a lot of length up at top now.
And
just
look,
for that reason.
Very heads-up play by Theo there. You and I had kind of mentioned not getting to see him last game. We had asked for him a couple of times.
And I think, we talked about Shaver. We felt like sometimes he subs that it was just a rotation thing. But that's knocked out the window right now. It's been obviously very specific to. See, again, if you're Sulphur Springs, you live with that shot. That's the shot you live with. As Jalen Dean Vines gets his 8th point of the night.
Last game we only saw a 6-man rotation, and so far that's all we've seen here tonight as well. Branson driving. Gets it to go. Branson Lynn up to 7 points.
Another
and a travel call. So far, the Wildcats' biggest lead of the night was at 25-12. They have a chance to tie or even pass that here. Just 2:25 left in the half. Want to remind everyone to stick with us through the halftime show. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and then Grayson and I will be back to recap his first half of basketball.
Whoa, quick shot from Theo.
The sophomore. And that is now the biggest lead of the night, 32-18. Thanks to a Theo 3. Very deep. No good. Malachi with the rebound. Theo wanting to go quickly. Branson couldn't. Which by the time he saw him, I think the defense had recovered. Floater alert! Floater alert! Something that Branson Lynn has pretty much perfected here. And your Wildcats lead 34-18 with just a minute and 40 left in the half. Very quickly, Grayson, before we return to action, man, some people that we are so proud to tell you about is our friends over at Triple Crown Roofing. I don't know if you know this, but they were one of Chad's Media's very first clients. Blake and Lindsey Johnson and everyone over at Triple Crown Roofing. They are not only the #1 roofing company in the area, but they care so much about the community and give so much back. Triple Crown provides customers with superior roofing systems, and their quality and workmanship and products set them apart from other area companies. Located on East Shannon Road, you can find all their contact information and much more on their website, triplecrownusa.com. Again, want to give a big thank you to our friends over at Triple Crown. Grayson, this game is going exactly as you would like for it to.
Again, you can't get too comfortable, though. We saw
absolutely.
Pinkston
absolutely
was down at halftime, ended up winning by 20 against Canton last round.
Good feed down low, good move. And a good basket.
There's Dixon again with 8 points.
Dixon having himself a night.
Oh, I love the drive of Malachi.
Oh, good stop.
It's on 0. Okay, it's on Desmond
There's
He's
Jones.
going to be on the floor.
Just a minute and 13 left in the half. And again, Grace and I are going to hear from our sponsors once we go to halftime, and then we'll be back to recap what we've seen so far and update the stats. Quarter Turner goes up. No good. I believe that is his first miss of the night. Got 13 points already. Final minute of the first half. 14-point lead for 3.
Oh, they needed that one.
Theo coming up with it, and he fought hard for that one. But Pinkston comes up with it under the goal. A block from Malachi, but they're going to call it a foul. Is that his first of the night?
It is his first foul tonight.
It is, yeah.
I believe.
Crowd not loving that one, but Grayson, while he shoots a pair of free throws, I want to tell you, man, here in Sulphur Springs, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give him a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today. Pinkston once again coming up with a rebound. And it will be their ball underneath the goal. Dixon coming up with that offensive rebound. And he's having a great night. He's
8 points, a lot
I
of
believe
rebounds.
he's only a freshman. He's either a freshman or a sophomore, and then Jones is also either a freshman or a sophomore. But deep three. And it's good.
That's a tech.
Oh, wow.
All right, so these refs are going to be quick to call everything.
Yeah, you can't have that. You know, you knock down the big 3. You were down by 14 or even 16 a second ago, so to be able to cut it back to 11 is very, very, very big, but you can't have the tech there if you're Pinkston. Branson Lynn will shoot the free throw. And it's good.
His 10-point on the night.
Wow, he's at 10 points, pair of assists, pair of boards, 4 of 6 from the field. Again, Grayson always does a tremendous job keeping the stats. That was good as well. 11 points.
It's going to be a timeout, Sulphur Springs, 30-second timeout.
Yep, 30-second timeout. There will be 36 seconds left in the half. Wildcats leading 36-23, and that gives me an opportunity to tell you about our friends of Clayton Homes. Clayton Homes in Sulphur Springs is dedicated to helping you find the perfect manufactured or modular home for your family. Whether you're still researching or ready to find your dream home today, their team is committed to answering any questions you might have. Visit ClaytonofSulphurSprings.com or give them a call at 903-438-0820. See how they make your family's dreams come true. Grayson, what are you expecting out of this final 36 seconds here?
Keep the ball. I think they're going to try to keep it right now. I don't think Shaver.
You know, they had a similar opportunity in the first quarter and then just went ahead and pulled up for 3. I think Branson hit that one, but
usually they're pretty good at finding a smart shot.
Yes,
and maybe they'll
absolutely.
run an action. Maybe they're trusting their defense right now. The defense obviously looks incredible, but they just hit a 3.
Hey, I respect the effort. Yeah. Like you said, they have greatly improved from last year with this kind of stall tactic. When they find their look, they take it.
They are stalling it.
Just got to make sure you don't turn it over on those passes.
That's what you can't do.
Maybe that's my fault for speaking that one to existence. And the bucket is good. 9 seconds on the clock. Got to go. Down to 5. Korchak for 3. Oh. So that will do it for the end of the first half. Your Wildcats lead 36-25. We will be back for the remainder of this game right after we hear from some of our sponsors. Let me tell you about our new friends over at Essential Business Solutions. Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere. Let Essential Business Solutions do all the IT work for you. From managed IT services, disaster recovery, and backup solutions, new hardware and other IT services is needed. Give them a call at 903-335-7581. Essential business solutions, they make technology accessible. Here in Sulphur Springs, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give Josh a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today. The Way Bible Church wants to welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. You can also catch our live stream at 10:45 at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come find a place to belong at The Way Bible Church.
D&B Loans is your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilmer Street, D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. They also offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances, from sofas to bedroom sets, mattress sets, and more. They also offer tax prep and utility bill pay. J. Hodge Chevrolet, the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. A Mark of Excellence Award winner, J. Hodge Chevrolet has also won awards for Best Automotive Dealership and Best Auto Repair Shop. They're such big supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, they're even located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads to J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give them a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay, go CJ. Hooten's Hardware in Emory features brands you know and love, such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Steel, and much more. Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit Hooten's on East Lennon Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is dedicated to helping you find the perfect manufactured or modular home for your family. Whether you're still researching or ready to find your dream home today, our team is committed to answering any questions you might have. Visit claytonofsulphursprings.com or give them a call at 903-438-0820 to see how they can make your family's dreams come true.
Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs or give them a call at 903-885-2157. Let me tell you about our new friends at Vinks Pest Control. Locally owned and operated, they are the go-to source for effective pest control. Give them a call for any of your pest control needs, residential or commercial. They also offer a 100% guarantee. If you're still seeing pests after treatment, they will come back at no cost. You can visit their website, vinkspestcontrol.com, or give them a call at 972-855-8469 to get a free quote today. Vinks Pest Control, experts who care. Bulkley Trucking, based in Brashear, has earned a reputation as a highly reliable, timely, and professional carrier, and you could be the next member of the Bulkley team. At Bulkley, it's about family. They guarantee weekly pay as well as flexible hours. They also are very accommodating as they offer training programs and CDL testing on site. Give them a call at 903-582-2305 or visit bulkleytrucking.com to see how you can apply today. Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service is locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience and looks forward to serving you. Call 903-307-9786 for same-day service or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. Let me tell you about our good friends over at Area Wide Paving. With over 20 years of asphalt paving experience, Area Wide Paving has become a trusted asphalt paving contractor and company in Northeast Texas. Owner Paul Pogue is on site to supervise all projects, ensuring complete satisfaction as well as his company's reputation. Give them a call at 903-885-6388 to see how you can choose a locally owned business for all your asphalt paving needs.
Let me tell you about our friends Marcy Gamble and Micah Clark over at Amatus Healthcare, both of which have over a decade of experience. Amatus specializes in after-surgery care or after hospitalization or a new diagnosis of chronic illness. They also offer skilled nursing, physical, occupational, and speech therapies, as well as medical social work and certified nurse aides. They provide local leadership and are involved in the community. Stop by and see Amatus Healthcare today. Jones Custom Structures offers a number of custom structures specific to any of your needs. They offer storage buildings, cabins, carports, shops, metal homes, steel building kits, as well as dirt and concrete work, offices, greenhouses, barn dominiums, covered areas, and barns. Give them a call at 903-440-3680 or email jonesfirewood@yahoo.com to see how they can meet any of your building needs.
Chick-fil-A is where everyone is the guest of honor. No matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy, there is something for everyone. Delivering and catering available for all those hungry cats. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. We look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wildcats. Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty is your hometown realtor. Getting into the real estate market can be overwhelming and intimidating. Who better to go with than the best hometown realtor who knows the people of Hopkins County and their real estate needs? Katie was born and raised here in Hopkins County, and she even taught at SSISD for 6 years. Nobody works harder and is happier to help the people of Hopkins County than Katie Adair. Give her a call at 903-243-2304 or email her at katie@janetmartinrealty.com. That is Katie, K-A-T-I, to see how she can put you in a new home today. We are back from Rockwall Heath, where the Sulphur Springs Wildcats lead 36-25. We're about to get into stats and everything, but real quick, while we've got an opportunity, I want to tell you about our friends over at Area Wide Paving. With over 20 years of asphalt paving experience, Area Wide Paving has become a trusted asphalt paving contractor and company in Northeast Texas. Owner Paul Pogue is on site to supervise all projects, ensuring complete satisfaction as well as his company's reputation. They are no stranger to the people of Sulphur Springs, as owners Paul and Stephanie are the parents of Wildcat basketball alum Boo Wilkerson as well as junior guard DJ Wilkerson. Give them a call at 903-885-6388 to see how you can choose a locally owned business for all your asphalt paving needs. And we've told you about a lot of our friends in Sulphur Springs, but we've got some friends out of town as well, and that's Hooten's Hardware in Emory. They feature brands you know and love, such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Steel, and much more. Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit Hooten's on Eastland and Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootenstill.com.
So tonight, Cordic Turner, he's obviously been incredible tonight. He's brought it. You can tell how locked in he is. All playoffs, 13 points, 6 for 8 from the field, 3 assists. Branson Lynn, after a rough start to the playoffs, he's finally turned it on with 11 points, 4 for 6 on the field, 1 for 2 from 3. A couple of free throws as well. He's looked incredible. Colt Theophilides, again, having another great night himself. But the biggest story, I think, is obviously Sulphur Springs' defense. Of course, their offense has looked great, 36 points in the first half, nothing to scoff at. You're on pace to score 70, which is incredible. You're on pace to hold them to 50, which maybe a little more than you want, but their defense overall has looked incredible. I think right now Sulphur Springs is in a good spot as long as they just keep doing what they're doing.
Absolutely. Again, great start so far. Before we go any further, though, man, I once again want to tell you about our friends at Alliance Bank. Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. You can stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs, or give them a call at 903-885-2187. We love everyone over there at Alliance Bank. Big shout-out to Jake Cadell. Speaking of, we've been talking about Sulphur Springs Wildcat legends that we've seen in the building tonight. We've got a Sulphur Springs Lady Cat legend in the building tonight, Addison Cadell. Big fans of Addison, and she very well may be joining us in the during softball season, playing what would be the Grayson role. So big shout out to Addison. Great start to her college softball career.
You don't see many freshmen just come in hot.
Oh yeah, she's
like that at the collegiate level.
To quote Future, she's balling out of control. One more ad real quick before we get the second half started. Let's talk about our good friend Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. She is your hometown realtor. Getting into the real estate market can be overwhelming and intimidating, so who better to go with than the best hometown realtor who knows the people of Hopkins County and their real estate needs. Katie was born and raised in Hopkins County and even taught at SSISD for 6 years. Nobody works harder and is happier to help the people of Hopkins County than Katie. Give her a call at 903-243-2304 or email her at Katie@janetmartinrealty.com to see how she can put you in a new home today. Grayson, 16 minutes left of basketball. Your Wildcats lead 36-25. Their biggest lead of the night was 34-18. So, 16 points?
Yeah.
But you got to feel good about an 11-point lead right now.
11-point lead at the half is great.
Yeah,
if they
absolutely.
keep playing like they're playing, we're going to see Coach Shaver reaching his first regional tournament as Summer Springs second.
Yeah, it'll be the
in past
first
4 years.
regional tournament that I got to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Defeat into Parker now.
Pass. Got to be a little quicker.
And another huge dunk. That kid is a baller.
That's 13 points for Dean Vines there.
Good pass.
And that's a way to start the half
Yeah.
if you're Dallas Pinkston.
Oh, for sure. But one of the biggest dunks you've ever seen. Cole going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. He's got 5 already tonight. That one good as well. 38-27.
It looks like they're going to man now. They are. I don't. Maybe they're just wanting to switch it up real quick. And I think they'll end up going back to their zone that they were running. But maybe your man ends up working.
Well, this still looks like a matchup zone to me a little bit.
I think they're just switching everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a man. Their fist is the man call. They're just switching everything.
Ooh. Oh, Parker!
What a block.
They call that a foul on Parker.
It did look like a lot of contact. But it looked like a lot of contact just in that area. I don't know if it was necessarily
Yeah,
Parker.
I wouldn't have thought it was going to be a foul call, but I mean, dude, while we have a second, I want to point out we always say, like, it's cool we get people in the comments from this place and that place. Someone watching from Germany right now makes me really happy.
That's
we are
crazy.
literally people tuning in from all over the world. That's awesome. Big shout out to everyone.
I believe that may be Parker's third. I have it down as 2, but I haven't kept up with the fouls very good this game. As Jones gets his 3rd point to go with the 2nd free throw. Minnesota man playing a lot of pressure. That's a wide open 3 for Lynn.
Colgate Lee's tried coming up with it, but
a lot of pressure. You see that Dallas Pinkston is really starting to try to jump these passes. And that can get dangerous through Summer Springs if you're not careful. You got to fake passes. Jones again, his 5th point of the night, making it an 8-point lead.
yeah, it cuts it to single digits. 6 minutes left here in the 3rd.
We'll slow it down. They're still not calling 5 seconds. They're not counting.
Malika, right to the goal. Those are his first points of the night. Putting it back to double digits, but not for long.
Jalen Dean Vines.
15.
Yeah. 15.
I mean, he is single-handedly keeping them in this game.
Man, again, man, if you're, we talked about it with Lindo. If you're Pinkston, if you can get it to 4 at the end of the quarter, and that's a kick ball, it's going to go this way. Ooh. That's a tough, man, that's unfortunate for Pinkston.
It is. I really would have thought that was going to be their ball.
I mean, it was the right call if he kicked it. I mean, if
Well,
Malachi
I
kicked,
thought
it's
it looked
right
like
ball.
Malachi kicked it,
I
but
thought,
I
I thought
couldn't
it did
tell,
too,
yeah.
but great pass from
Good
Cordrick.
pass. Just can't get it to go. And a basket here would make it a 2-possession game for 3. Wow. It
That's
is
a
a
timeout. It's going
5-point
to be a
game.
full timeout from Coach Shaver.
It is. Well, he's asking for one, but he still hasn't gotten it. There he has it. Going to be a full timeout. We will be right back after these messages.
Hey Wildcat Nation, my name's Rebecca McDaniel. You may already know me. I grew up in Hopkins County. I'm so excited to announce that I've joined the Alliance Bank team. Community banks are critical to hometowns, and our hometown is growing. As a community bank lender, I truly strive to know my customers' businesses. When I take on a relationship with a customer, we're a team, and from that point forward, it's my job to help them win. So give me a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. Let's win together.
And Grayson, what was once a 16-point game is now a 5-point game here with 4 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Before we return from this timeout, I want to tell you about our friends at Jones Custom Structures. They offer a number of custom structures specific to any of your needs. They offer storage buildings, cabins, carports, shops, metal homes, steel building kits, as well as offices, greenhouses, barndominiums, you name it. Give them a call at 903-440-3680 or email jonesfirewood@yahoo.com. See how they can meet any of your building needs. They also have you covered on all your seasoned wood for smoking. Grayson, what do we need to see differently from the Wildcats?
I go back to the defense you were doing. I don't think they should have switched that defense. I think you were playing an incredible matchup zone there.
You wouldn't make adjustments on offense?
And there's a foul again on Theo Feliz. Wow. Offensively, just keep. I think right now you keep trying to feed Cordrick. I think we just missed some layups. I don't think we've really played
there
bad
have been a couple missed layups.
But real quick, we have also somebody watching from Alaska.
From where?
Alaska.
Oh, wow.
2 former Sulphur Springs coaches, Coach Fleming and Coach Sip, are watching as well.
Nice. For 3.
Oh, wow. That would have been a. Wow,
that would have been.
He's playing incredible. Dean Vines is 15 points.
Yeah, he's been
number
balling.
12 for and a big.
Man. That is going to send Parker to the line for a pair. You know, after a couple of incredible games in the first 2, kind of been a quiet night for Parker tonight. Just 4 points so far, but.
Yeah, he's missing some layups that he usually doesn't miss, like those fast break layups at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, there were a couple of those.
But we haven't really gotten, because he's more of a transition player.
Right. First one's up and good. Parker now with 5.
He goes 2 for 2 from the line. Deep 3.
Parker.
I don't think it's going to be a jump ball.
All right, Grayson, give me your official grade. Go.
I think that was a good. I'll give it an A. Yeah, I'll give it an A. That was good.
Well. It was
gave
quick.
Him some time. Yeah,
It was quick,
I think he gave it a little. I think he gave it just the right amount of time.
Perfect.
I do think
Perfect
Parker,
jump ball, huh?
I don't think Parker should have went up there.
No, probably
I
not.
think it was too chaotic down there.
Yeah, and I think he's just, again, like he's kind of missing in a lot of opportunities that he usually doesn't. And I don't know if maybe you feel like, you know, I just got to get one to go in. I don't know. No good. Malachi with the board.
Again, Sulphur Springs, I think they want to force those mid-range shots.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Malachi gets. Ooh. Oh, I think Branson may got away with a walk.
You think so?
It's backside.
Man,
Why they're
this
not
is
moving the ball
tough.
to the other side. That's the problem. The ball stayed on the right side for the majority of the time.
Oh, wow.
That's Jalen Dean Vines is going to be ejected from the game.
And that is a bummer for the Vikings of Dallas Pinkston. He is having an incredible night. Read those stats off for me real quick,
He
Grayson.
finished off with 15. He had a lot of boards. That could not happen. If you already got one tech, you can't talk.
No good on that one. People are blaming us for the lead.
I
That's
did
fine.
say if they keep playing the way they're playing.
And we said if they won, it would be the first time.
Yes, right. I didn't say it's over.
That's all.
Because I actually
Maybe.
said they did this last game. They
Oh,
came
we
back,
literally
so-
said you can't let up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, that's a
Well,
big loss for Dallas Pinkston.
it is. He's having an incredible night tonight. I had literally said just a minute ago that he was single-handedly keeping them in the game, but they're going to have to make some big adjustments on the fly now.
And I'm shocked that
Not sure what the delay here is.
they're waiting on all the coaches to sit down, I believe. Because I think he did give them a warning. And here goes the tech. Oh, no, they're subbing them out. Okay, so I figured they were waiting on these assistant coaches to sit down. Because, again, some refs don't like assistant coaches standing up
Oh,
and arguing. Especially all three of them.
that's fair. That one is good.
Grayson Lane gets his 12th point on the night, making it an 8-point lead with 3 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, we were waiting for one of these kind of games offensively from Branson this postseason, and here it is. 3 minutes left in the third. Back to an 8-point lead. And, man, I got to give Pinkston a ton of credit for how tough they've been playing defensively this half.
They've been playing really tough this quarter.
The floater. He got one of those to go earlier tonight. Couldn't get that one in.
It's always a good read.
So I think you're seeing Jones there. I think if Pinkston's going to get back into it, he's going to have to be the one to really take charge offensively, I think.
Yeah, both Jones
Averaging-
and Dixon. I mean,
Yeah.
Dixon obviously had a hot start and couldn't get that one to go.
Not a bad look there, just couldn't get it to go. Malachi
Here's
back to Parker, to the goal.
Again,
No good.
I think the lane is too crowded. I know that's what you do best. If you're up 8, there's no need to rush it.
No good. Colt Theophilidis with another board. It's up to 4 tonight. Actually
4.
tied with Malachi for the lead. Man, Cole's really been having an incredible postseason, man. I got to talk to him before the game and told him that, but there you go, Parker! I want you to know, just a second ago, I was literally about to say, maybe try from deep.
Yeah.
And that brings it back to a double-digit lead for Sulphur Springs. Ooh, good finish. I'm telling you, man, that Jones, he is a very good player. And Pinkston might be having to rely on him a
7
good bit
points.
here late in this game.
For Sulphur Springs, I think he might just run a spread right
I
here.
go back to that spread, yeah.
This is a time where I think
If you get something good out of
Right.
it, sure, go for it. But I think so as well.
and it's going to be an offensive foul.
That's the second or third time we've seen them call that.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like you see a lot of that called.
You don't, but that was right. Branson does it a lot.
I'm not
He just gets away
disagreeing with it. Yeah, you just don't see
a
a
lot
ton
of
of it.
smaller guys are able to get away with it.
Just 40 seconds left
I
in
think
the
the
third.
refs have actually done a great job.
Yeah, I have zero complaints about the refs
The
tonight.
text, I don't really know much about the text. I just know they were talking.
So still for the Wildcats. 30 seconds left. Yeah, especially after what we saw last game. I mean, this crew's been great. Last week, our comments didn't have the chance to say where they were from because they were busy talking about the refs.
Here's the spread. If you can get it to a double-digit lead going into the fourth.
Yeah, 8 seconds. It's time to go.
It's a great position.
Branson fought for the offensive rebound. Parker gets the offensive rebound, gets it to go. Despite some struggles earlier, Parker making up for all of that and then some. He's now up to 11 points. It is now a 48-37 lead for the Wildcats. We're about to finish this thing off here in the fourth quarter, but before we do, I want to tell you about our good friends over at Oaks Bed and Breakfast, ran by Allison Libitessing, who we are very proud to have as a contributor here on Front Porch News. Oaks B&B tries to personalize everyone's visit to Sulphur Springs. Even if you're just stopping through, their goal is to make each person feel like they have found a home away from home. Visit their website, theoaksbandb.net, for more information. The Oaks Bed and Breakfast is your restful travel stop. Grayson, what an end to the quarter. Things had gotten really close. People were already blaming you and I.
Yeah.
And but they finished the frame out tough.
Yeah.
For the 3 hoops is in the comments. Big shout out to Craig.
You were up 16. Of course, you were up 16, and they cut it down to 5. Shaver calls a smart timeout. They don't freak out. That was the biggest thing. They didn't freak out. I think when they started to slowly get on a run, I think we started to panic a little bit. And I think that really calmed us down.
Real quick, if the Wildcats can hold on for 8 more minutes, we're going to have to name a Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game. And the big 3 are all definitely putting themselves in conversation for it. Cordrick with 13 points. Yes. Branson with 12, Parker with 11, Cole with 8. Like you said, I mean, he's been playing some really good basketball these last couple of games.
I do think Branson has looked incredible tonight.
Is that who would be in the
probably
driver's
because
seat right now?
It was a quiet third quarter for Cordrick.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on him. The defense is just taking
and Parker took a
everything
while to
away
get
from
going.
Cordrick.
He's missed some shots you normally don't see him miss. I would say between Branson and Cole right now, for me personally. Parker to the goal. That's tough. And now Jones on the other end. That's also.
Theophilidis, another rebound. That's his 5th. He's leading the team in the rebounds tonight.
Someone's got to help.
A big turnover from Jones, and they turn it over again.
The ball does end up being for the Wildcats. And again, someone's got to help.
Good timeout by Parker
Good timeout there. Let's see if it's going to be a full or a half. And just a half, I believe. So we're not going to send it anywhere. Again, 7 minutes, 8 seconds left in this one. You've got an 11-point lead. I'd kind of given my opinion on right now. I would have it between Branson and Cole. Is that kind of where you're at, or is it more Branson and Cordrick? Or
it sucks because Cordrick was so dominant in that first half. And of course, he was just quiet. And again, that's just a testament to Dallas Pinkston. They did a great job in that third quarter, just taking them away from everything. Branson has done a good job defensively, at controlling the place. You know, he started the game off with a couple uncharacteristic turnovers, but after that, he's been smooth sailing. He's looked incredible. He's hitting shots.
Big shout out to Samantha Hopkins in our comments, watching from Longview. She's Theo's Nana. We also got to put Vanilla Shack in comment. And, you know, unfortunately, you called the timeout as to not turn the ball over, and then you come out and immediately turn the ball over. Though you still, just 2 timeouts left after this. So.
Yeah, you only have 2, which I think is pretty good. You're up 11. I think 2 timeouts is fine. Oh, beautiful move by Doesn't get to go, though. And Theophilidis
And Theophilidis with another board.
rebound. That's
Up to
6 rebounds.
And again, dude, you can't give enough credit to Pinkston for how tough they're playing on defense right now. Don't. Okay.
Oh, man.
Parker to the goal.
Good. He's just
Malachi with
forcing
the
it.
offensive rebound. Branson for 3. No, he's going to keep it. And I like this. Slow it down. Man, they are jumping pretty hard there. Good pass. And the offensive rebound and the putback. Cordrick Turner continues to have an excellent night. He's up to 15 points on 7 of 9 from the field. I know that because Grayson McClure is a great step.
There's a charge for
Ooh, let's
Branson
go.
again. That's his 2nd charge of the night. Summer Spring's 3rd charge, I believe.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of game we were hoping and maybe even expecting to see from Branson, just because he hasn't played bad throughout this postseason, but he hasn't been having the kind of numbers that he was having during the regular season to have a kind of bounce-back night. 12 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. He's, like you said, multiple charges taken.
Yeah, and he's looked good on the defensive end. But that's the thing with, I like that move by Cordrick, but that's the thing with also Theophilidis, like, on the defensive end is look. Immaculate. I mean, and they run in the spread offense.
Back to him. That's tough.
Which I don't like right now because we're turning it over so much.
Yeah, and the way that they're playing, it's going. It kind of plays into
on
what.
These passes, yeah.
Right. I think it's what Pinkston wants you to be doing. See,
Just
like
run some
that.
actions. Run some actions.
Wildcats able to get it back though. If you had more than 2 to give, I'd call a timeout. But
that is a good job by Branson cutting it off.
That is
Branson's
a good job
so
of Branson.
good.
Yeah, I
They
think
use
we
his body
spent
like
more
that.
time last year talking about that than anything, but he is great at that of setting the tempo.
Yeah, controlling the ball, setting the pace, using his body to set the tempo.
5 minutes and 5 seconds left in this one. The winner of this will go to the regional tournament to face probably number 1, Faith Family. Good find. Corcher comes up with it. Throw it down. Throw it down, big fella. Cordrick Turner, 17 points on 8 of 10 from the field. You got to stay on your feet there. Not only a basket, but a foul as well.
Did they call that on?
I can't hear you. People are screaming.
You know who they called that on?
I believe on Parker. So that's foul number 3 for Parker.
I believe so. Could be 4.
Free throw no good. Ooh. I was afraid that it went out on Parker, but they're saying it would be Wildcats ball. Parker gets it across quickly. Good find. Theophilidis, no good, but Parker trying to put it back. It's going to be Pinkston ball. 52-39. A little under 4:20 left. Layup's good. And now Pinkston going to call a timeout. With 4 minutes and 12 seconds left, it's back to an 11-point game. Is that full or half?
Let's see what we're going to call it. It looks like it's going to be full.
It's going to be full. We're going to go to break real quick. We will be right back.
IT problems can make you feel strapped down. Let Essential Business Solutions take care of all your IT needs. Managed IT services, disaster recovery and backup solutions, new hardware, and other IT services as needed. Set up a consultation today.
4 minutes and 12 seconds left in this one. Your Wildcats have an 11-point lead. Grayson, what do the Wildcats need to do to finish this one out? Take care of the ball,
Don't
obviously.
do spread. Don't run the spread offense right now.
Unfortunately, I think they're going to continue to do that, if I had to guess. Don't you feel like?
They're going to.
Yes.
I just.
Yeah, unfortunately, while that's what you want to do, and you've had a ton of success with that, generally speaking, this season, I think that's exactly what Pinkston wants you to be doing. The way they're jumping, they're double teaming, they're crashing really hard. I mean, it's kind of exactly what they want you to do, I think, in this situation.
I think right now, just give Branson the ball, let him set up the offense, run some actions. You don't have to score on the first action.
Right.
That's what they're not recognizing. If you run an action, you don't have to score on that action. Just run an action to get into another action, to get into a third action, and maybe score off that.
I agree. And, I mean, you're going to get to the point fairly quickly where they're going to have to foul you if you can do that successfully. Right. So we'll see.
So right now, you have Korjic bringing it up. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but that's what you don't want to happen.
Right.
They got away with it with them being 2 feet away, and it happened to work.
And there is the turnover. Finds Jones, and Jones is going to get fouled. So a chance to bring this one back to single digits. The foul on Theophilides, that's his third. Both teams at 5 fouls in this half. Free throw is good for Jones. He's now at 8 points tonight. Again, Grayson, always do an incredible job on the stats, man. I can't give you enough credit for that. That one good as well, so it will be a single-digit game. 52-43. Parker with another putback. You know, Parker averaging about 15 points per game in the postseason. Not about, right at 15. And just needs 2 more to keep that up. And we had said that we thought Korjic would score 60 points in the first 3 playoff games. He's right on track to do it.
He's very close.
He would need 21 or 22 tonight, I believe, but Parker over to Branson. Theophilides for 3 in the corner.
Shot.
And it's good! Cole Theophilides with 11 points. The senior continues to play his best basketball, and another 3 right back. We're trading threes, and it is a timeout for Dallas Pinkston. They're going full. We'll be back with our final commercial break of the night. (57-46), 3:03 left in this one. Grayson, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling good. I think, you know, right now.
Do you remember Chris Jackson?
Yeah, I remember him.
Big shout out to Chris Jackson. Man, had a lot of fun with him during the tournament that we hosted earlier this season.
Game,
Which we generally speaking love everyone over at Lufkin. They've been showing a lot of love to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3:03 left in this one, 57-46.
You look good. Again, you can't get too comfortable though.
Yeah, and again, we're still seeing those turnovers. I think if you can cut those down, I mean, they're going to have to start fouling. Maybe now. I mean, there's 3 minutes left.
Not a bad idea. I mean, Silver Springs isn't a good free throw shooting team. Tonight they shot the ball well from the line, but
inbound to Theophilides. Yeah, if I'm Pinkston, I foul now because I can control who goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, right.
You need the ball in your hands more than, you know, even if you make the free throws. And like you said, Sulphur Springs not traditionally a great free throw shooting team. Malachi Miles gets that one to go underneath the goal. Makes it a 13-point game. No good, but they do get their own board. That one's no good either. And again, ooh, it's going to be out of bounds, and it will be Wildcats ball. 2:23 left to go. I mean, if you don't start fouling now, I don't know.
Oh, what a pass by Parker, wasn't it? And that's very smart.
Very
basketball
smart
from
from
Malachi
Malachi.
Miles.
Branson able to draw the foul
And
there.
that's the man you don't want to
Right.
go to the line.
And that one's good as well, 61-46. Ooh, what a move.
Desmond Jones gets his 10th point of the night.
Grayson, just 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this one. It's been a fun game. And don't go anywhere as soon as the game is over. If this is your first time hanging out with us and you don't know, obviously, we're going to have to name a Slaughter's Barbecue Player of the Game. We're also going to do post-game interviews with Coach Shaver as well as the players. Another turnover. 61-49. Minute and 40 left.
They get away from the sideline.
But get it, there you go.
Good job by Cole. Cole's making
Absolutely.
those quick decisions. That's how you limit these turnovers.
The one thing you couldn't do there was turn it over, but you wasted enough time that I feel like ultimately that's not the worst thing that's ever.
And I think Shaver was wanting them to keep the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so as well. For three. No good. Parker comes up with it. Just a minute and 5 seconds left in this one. And I wouldn't be surprised there. They go ahead and foul Parker in the corner. So this will be a 1-and-1. Was the 7th team foul. Put them in the bonus. So Parker averaging 15.5 points per game this postseason. Free throw no good. Pinkston has to go quickly for three. And it's blocked by Malachi. Another big game for Malachi here tonight. The corner three. No good. They get their own board though. Frederick Turner. The bench loved that one.
Averaging 2.5 blocks this postseason.
Yeah, he's a beast on both sides of the floor. Now that does send them to the line because we'll be in a 1-and-1 situation now.
I think you're fine.
Who was the foul on?
Theophilidis.
Okay, that gives him 4 tonight. So
Theophilidis also, he was the one that, Branson and Malachi were in foul trouble the whole game, and out of nowhere, Theophilidis ended up
before
having
you know
4 fouls.
I forgot about that.
Another foul, sending Branson Lennon to the line again.
So far tonight, he's got 14 points, 4 assists, 3 boards. He's also got a steal. Shooting 5 of 7 from the free throw line so far tonight. Grayson, have you started to think about who our Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game is going to be? By the way, can't say it enough how much we love Slaughter's Barbecue. First one's up, and it's good. You already know what I'm going to say, the boudin. But if you've never tried it, shout out to Logan. Go get the Logan platter. You can even do, I'm pretty sure, a mini Logan platter.
If you're a fan of Chad's Media and Front Porch News,
you'll be a fan of Slaughter's Barbecue, I promise.
Go to Slaughter's Barbecue.
Absolutely.
It's Grayson Lennon with his 16 tonight, 7 for 9 from the free throw line.
Just 30 seconds left in this one.
Another
block for Quarterfinals. Ooh. The fadeaway is good. So it's going to be timeout. I think that may have been the final one for Pinkston. It's a full timeout. Let's not sit it anywhere, Grayson. Let's keep it right here, despite it being a full timeout. 63-51. So again, I think we need to start having a conversation about where we're leaning on the Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game. Obviously, Cordrick Turner always in contention for it. 17 points rather, a great 8 of 10 from the field. He's got 2 blocks now. Parker, despite having some misses down low, now he's at 13 points. But for me, it ultimately comes down to Branson Lynn and Colt Theophilides.
Yeah, same with me. I think Branson Lynn has played incredible. Obviously, his performance at the line has been very critical. I'm going Colt Theophilides. I think his defense tonight has been incredible. His rebounding, obviously, he's leading the team in rebounding tonight. He's looked awesome from down there.
So
11 points.
I'm personally leaning Colt Theophilides at the moment. Now, again, there's still 26.9 seconds left. So,
Branson needs to hit a fadeaway 3 to win Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game for me.
Well, he's at 16 points. If they do send him to the line again, he would have a chance to either tie or take the lead for the game in points. You know, it's funny. Cordrick was 17. Branson was 16. Vines almost led the entire game in scoring, and he
15 tonight.
got ejected a while back. So here is Branson's chance to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, and Vines being ejected really hurt Dallas Pinkston. They went on this little run led by Vines and Jones.
And he was having an incredible game. By the way, we can't mention it enough. Great bounce-back game for Branson here tonight, averaging 7.5 points per game this postseason. And even then, he was still leading the team in plus-minus, but no good. So it will be Pinkston ball. No good.
Georgia Turner stayed out of foul trouble today with 1 foul. And they are going to trap here. I would assume they're going to trap here. So right here, I think Shaver was also warning them. So once you grab this rebound, you got to use your pivot foot, stay strong with the ball. And that you get it to his hands. They are going to hold it out here for the final 6 seconds if they can keep it.
And Grayson,
and there it is.
Your Sulphur Springs Wildcats are going to the regional tournament. What a moment. Grayson, at the beginning of every single season, this is what every team dreams to accomplish. It hasn't been an easy road, but they've done it. Your Sulphur Springs Wildcats, for the first time since, 2018, I believe, right?
2019.
2019.
Yes, and that was the first time
are going
ever.
to the regional tournament. Yeah, that was the first time ever.
So, yeah.
And to accomplish it again with a completely different cast of guys, a completely different coaching staff, and to still have accomplished what they have, absolutely incredible. So don't go anywhere. You see everyone start to celebrate. We are getting ready to do post-game interviews in 1 second. I think before we can do that, though, if it's cool with you, we've got to name a Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game. I'm ready if you're ready. It's entirely. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? How do you want to do it?
My pick. My pick is Cole Theophilidis.
As is mine. Tonight's Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game in the regional quarterfinal of the playoffs, Cole Theophilidis. Congratulations to Cole. We will hear from him and the rest of the team in just 1 second. Of course, we've got to talk to Coach Shaver as well. Y'all bear with us. There's a ton going on. Every single person walking by the camera wants to stop and throw up a pose of some sort. So, man, congratulations to this team. We got to wait, and as always, if y'all haven't noticed yet, team stop and we'll take a picture.
Yes. Man, and that's a big accomplishment. Beat the number 4 ranked 4A team in the state. Getting a huge game for, I mean, really all these guys. They played a 6. DJ went in there for a couple minutes there in the third, but I think for the matchup purposes and length purposes, size purposes, they kept Theo McKelvey in there. Man, after a tough first round, almost kind of a disappointing first round from our expectations.
I definitely agree with that. It almost was. And to have bounced back the way they did, not only against Wilmer Hutchins, but again here tonight, we're almost ready to do our post-game interviews. Of course, we're going to let the players Again, Grayson, we are almost ready for these post-game interviews. I'm going to grab the guys in just 1 second. Of course, we're going to talk with Cole Theophilidis, who is our Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game. Grayson, of course, we are also going to hear from Coach Shaver, as always. Okay, you ready? It took a minute, but we got everything ready. And now, joining us, our Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game, Cole Theophilidis. Cole, heck of a night, man.
Thank you.
You finished the game with 11 points and 7 rebounds. You led the team with 7 rebounds. And we talked to you about this after the last game, but you really are playing, in my opinion, the best basketball of your life right now.
Thank you. You know, I'm just doing what the coaches told me to. Get rebounds, score. Hey, I'm not supposed to be scoring, but I'm doing it, so.
Yeah, so Cole, man, so tonight, obviously, y'all came out hot. I mean, y'all came out hot. Was that a point of focus? It's like, hey, let's try to punch them in the mouth early. Let's stay up. Obviously, this playoffs, y'all kind of got on to big leads and then lost them. Tonight, you almost lost them, and then immediately you just got right back to double digits. What was the locker room like before the game?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Last game, at the end of the game, they came out and they said some stuff that they shouldn't have said. They said, take y'all's butts home. So that's what we came into. We've been watching that video all weekend. We've been trying to get revenge. It's revenge time, so.
Man, I got to ask you, you're going to the regional tournament. How excited are you, man? What's the feeling right now? Because, again, I mean, that's, I think at the beginning of every season what teams dream of accomplishing, and y'all have done it. You're going to the regional tournament.
I mean, I never would have thought I'd be here going to the regional tournament. I never would have thought I'd even be starting. Last year I didn't even play. 8th grade year, I was on B team. I never thought I'd be here, but it feels great.
You're doing an incredible job, man, just playing your role. Grayson, you got anything else?
Yeah, nah, man, I'm proud of you. Like you said, man, you come a long way from this season alone, let alone, you know, when you were younger. I remember watching you when you were in 4th grade, so you come a long way. I'm proud of you, dude. Congratulations on getting the regional.
Yeah,
thank you.
Congratulations, and also for being named the Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game, man.
Thank you. Grayson, we're coming for that state.
Hey, come for it. Come for it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Thank you, man.
again, what a game from Cole Theophilides, man.
All right, my shirt's
very impressed with how he's played this playoffs.
Heck of a night from Cole tonight. Again, man, he just continues to play amazing basketball. And now joining us, the man who now has 101 career victories and
yes, sir.
is going to the regional tournament.
Yes,
Coach
sir.
Shaver, how you feeling, man?
Man, this is awesome. Man, be able to see all this, man, this was unbelievable right here.
Man, so Coach Shaver, first off, this game, I want to congratulate you in a second, but today, a lot of your players played well.
Yeah.
But today specifically, the Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game was Cole Theophilides.
Oh, man.
We talked about how at the beginning of the season he looked a little rough.
Right.
Turning over the ball quite a bit. Tonight, 7 rebounds, 11 points. I didn't even know if you realized he was rebounding.
No, I did not. Man, you told me that. I told you you're crazy.
Yes. How do you feel about a guy like him being your fifth guy typically, stepping up in this playoffs? He's looked incredible. How do you feel about him?
I'm telling you, that's why I say it every time. This senior group is incredible. And for Cole to come out, and no matter what it is, I mean, we know somebody's going to step up and play well. And for him tonight to be able to do that, that's huge for us. Again, I mean, 11. I didn't hear what you said. Maybe 11 rebounds, I think. And so that I don't know if he's ever had more than about 6 or 7 rebounds. So I know that's a career high for him.
Yeah, Coach, I also wanted to ask you, y'all had a very interesting defense tonight. One, the defense was playing very well, but we couldn't even tell what it was. And we
good, so we're not going to tell our secrets.
Yeah,
no.
Hey.
No. Hey, so we sit on the drawing board, and we were like, okay, we got to figure out how to match them. We knew we couldn't play straight man with them.
Right.
And so we just kind of put together an amoeba, a little bit of a 1-3-1, a 2-3, a man zone matchup. So we just kind of threw a couple stuff at them. And, prayerfully, thankfully, it worked out. We wanted to make them shoot from the outside. We were going to let them live and die instead of getting in the paint and doing what they do best is finishing at the rim.
So, Shaver, real quick, man, I'm a very honest guy. I call it like I see it. There's times where I've criticized some of your decisions, like every other coach.
Oh, yeah.
Make some decisions, but you've handled it. We talked about it before the game. Like, you've handled everything very well. So I appreciate that. But, man, these last few games, I texted you the other day about it. Your coaching has been on a top-tier level. So I want to say, man, I'm very impressed with your coaching this playoffs and how you've been able to adjust. And, again, congratulations on regionals. But, I just wanted to tell you, I'm very impressed with your coaching.
Man, I really appreciate that. Grayson, I know it's one of the hardest things. But, look, when you have a great staff like we do, man, it makes our job a whole lot easier. It makes me look a lot better. But I wouldn't be who I was without Mass, without Wilson, without Ty, without Hardy. Like, these guys are working extremely hard to help us out. I've reached out to a couple guys, even outside the states, just trying to help us really kind of maneuver how we can do some things. And, man, just the coaching community has been awesome to help us.
Coach Shaver, thank you so much for taking the time to join us tonight. We're going to let you go celebrate with your friends and family. Congratulations on another win.
Appreciate it.
We can't wait to see you at the regional tournament, man.
That's it. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Congrats.
And now join us once again, another great night from Cordrick Turner, bringing it every single night. Congrats on the win, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So once again, this seems we're asking you the same thing every week, but just you continue to get off to such hot starts. You're involved in every single play. Is that something you're really focused on, or you're just taking what's coming, what they're giving you, I guess?
Yeah, I'm just going with the flow. 3 games now, just going with the flow. Making the right reads and doing what I can do to help us win.
Yeah, and you definitely do take exactly, because there are times where even though you'll get off to a hot start, you might not score again for a stretch of time, but you're getting your teammates involved in everything.
Yes, sir. Coach Shaver always says, what do you do when you're not scoring?
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to find a way to impact the game, without scoring,
Oh, yeah, and you do a great job at it.
Cordial, real quick, I just want to ask you, how does it feel, man? You just came up short last year from regionals. You make it to regionals this year. How does it feel to be a regional semifinalist so far?
It felt real good. My freshman year, we lost here against Lancaster.
Right.
And that's the furthest I've ever been in my career, 4th round. I'm ready for it. The furthest I've been.
Yeah, last time you told us you want revenge. You got it, man. You got it.
Yes, sir. Revenge 2 times. Pinkston beat us earlier in the season. We just beat them in the playoffs. When we bounced in round 3, we lost in round 3. Ended our season last year, round 3.
Yeah, man. Korchak, another great game. Grace, you got anything else? No, man. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to join us, and we'll see you later this week, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, we got one final interview, and then we're going to get out of here. Again, we want to thank every single one of y'all for hanging out with us tonight. And now joining us, an incredible game, 16 points, 4 assists, 3 boards. Branson, awesome night tonight, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have to ask you, how does it feel? Because, you know, you've been having a great year all year, but unfortunately in this postseason, not having quite the same numbers that you have in the regular season. To have a night like this, how's that feel?
I mean, it feels really good. Like, just knowing that that I'm really helping the team. You know, just getting back in my rhythm, getting back in groove. So it feels good to have a night like this.
Yeah, so tonight, man, obviously this is a huge game. Was this a game where, you know, you're so close, where you feel like all you guys were locked in on this game rather than looking ahead? Because it's very easy to look ahead.
Yeah.
How did y'all go about that in the locker room? Were y'all super focused? Y'all look super focused.
I mean, yeah, we were super focused because, like, early in the year they beat us. And, you know, there was a video that came out telling them to take us home, bro. They're saying take us home after the end of the game. And so we just took that personal. So we just came out here, and we did what we had to do, and we got rid of them, man.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that. Obviously, lost to Dallas Pinkston earlier this season, but that was a game that you didn't get to play in.
Yeah.
Was tonight something you were really looking forward to not only kind of get revenge, but with you getting to play this time?
I mean, yeah, it was. You know, it's hard missing those games. So it was just something, you know, I had to come out here and prove. I had to prove myself because I didn't get to play against them, so it felt good to come out here and get the win.
Branson, my final question for you, and then I'll toss it over to Grayson. You know, the chemistry for this team has been amazing, but the seniors especially, it feels like Colty Afliti's playing the best basketball of his life. Cordrick and Parker balling out every night. You're balling out every night. How much do you feel like y'all have kind of taken on that role even more so than you had throughout the rest of the year?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all in this together. It's ride or die for us. It's our last season, so we're gonna go at it as hard as we can, and we're gonna see what we can do with it.
Grayson, you got anything else?
How does it feel? You're in regionals. How does it feel, Grayson?
I mean, it feels great, man. We're gonna keep getting the job done. That's all we're gonna do, 100% every time.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on the win tonight. You played
Yes,
great.
sir.
We'll see you later this week, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here to tell you guys.
Oh, we got one more. Here we go.
Here to tell you guys. There's two things. One, the Wildcats are regional quarterfinalists, and that's awesome. Number 2 is we will see you at A&M Commerce.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Later this week, I guess Friday night, right?
Friday night?
Yes, Friday night.
At Texas A&M Commerce. That's very close, obviously, for the Sulphur Springs fans. So hopefully everyone. It's 1 second. You okay? What happened? I thought Corey was still trying to talk to us. Anyway, we're going to wrap things up here. Yes, so the regional tournament is in A&M Commerce starting later this weekend. Obviously, we will be there broadcasting all the games. Grayson, any final thoughts before we get out of here? It's been a long post-game show.
Man, it feels good.
It does.
This is exciting. It's exciting to be able to get to cover regionals. I'm proud of Shaver. I'm proud of all
Absolutely.
the players. I'm super happy for these guys, man.
Absolutely. Thank you to every single person who's been hanging out with us tonight. I want to give a big thank you to every single one of our sponsors as well. On behalf of everyone here at Chad's Media, Chad Copel, Chloe Copel, Corey Hankins, my partner, Grayson McClure, I'm Tyler Lennon. We will see y'all Friday night.